Hi folks, and welcome to Small World Layout. My name's Jules. Stop that, it's silly. Phew. In this final build video for Underwood Tunnel, we are going to be adding trees, resin pour lake, structures, flowers and lighting. So let's go. I added a little park area to Underwood Tunnel by using brown ballast and some fencing I already had. Here I'm just bedding it in using some heavier green flock scatter stuff and good old PVA glue. And of course, no lake construction video would be complete without the Grand Devil making a guest appearance. There's going to be trees here, so I wanted some brown undergrowth. Is that the one? No, hold on. Hold up. Right, I want some glue in there. Because there's going to be some trees, but I want you to put a little splodge. Alright, just wherever you want. Not on the brown, on the green, on this green. Can you do that? No, not on that green. Although it wouldn't be the end thing in the world. Let me give you a bit of glue. Okay, you ready? Go. Hold it properly. That's it. Somewhere, wherever you like. Good. That's brilliant splodging. Another splodge somewhere else. Perfect. I'll give you some more glue. You've got the idea. You've got the job. Well done. Okay. There you go. Splodge. Oh, sorry, my bad. Ready? Go. Okay. Good splodging. That's it. There. Now, last time I let him loose with scatter, I had it by the fistful. But he's got a lot better. Need some more. Cool, stop there. Look at it. Looks good. Good, that's all I need. Now get your fingers and just lightly tap it down. Just lightly. That's it. I don't use your other hand. Use this hand. Gently, 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 gently. Right. And with a little tamping down. His work was done. Here I'm just adding some trees and greenery to the bottom of the lake to give it some interest and texture. This didn't quite work out how I thought it would, but more about that later on. I picked up a great product in a bargain bin at a show. It's perfect for the waterline here. It's a bush type product that comes in a strip and you cut it to length and it looks great. Now I wanted some interest for the lake, so I decided to add a jetty. It's constructed from 1mm and 2mm square rodding. I had a little fun with tweezers and super glue, and although it's a little bit rough, it all came out in the wash as usual, even with the addition of a little ladder to get out of the lake or boat or whatever reason you were in there in the first place. Right, let's plant some trees, shall we? Lovely. And it didn't take 45 minutes in editing at all. Oh, I forgot. 2 more. Land of the silver bird. Oh yeah, and another 2. I do like how bedraggled these 2 look. And there we go. Tree section over. Time for some more gap filling, where there shouldn't be gaps. And now for the always exciting bit, the resin pour. I always get asked at exhibitions about my water features and resin in particular on my layouts. This stuff's from Amazon. Really, it's meant to be used for jewellery and fancy paperweight making, but it's a fraction of the cost of woodland scenic kind of material, and it works really well. You take bottle A and bottle B and mix it in equal amounts. The small bottles are dyes which come with a kit and colour the resin. Now, I'm not always the best with mixing colours, and it took a bit of experimenting to get the right shades of murky ground. To be honest, I was being a bit of a cheapskate here and using up what dyes I had left. So I had no brown and no black, which is why I went through various stages of blue and purple before I settled on a that'll do kind of colour. I made sure to dam the open end of the pour with sealant and plasticard, and plenty of it. Worked this time too, none escaped. I ended up with a suitably murky coloured resin poured as low as I could to limit the amount of bubbles. I then went round with the blowtorch to heat the resin and pop the bubbles. This didn't work quite as well this time, I'm not quite sure why. It did work very well at setting fire to the undergrowth though. But at this stage, it looked okay. And it's now that you leave it for many days to set solid. The foil is to stop any dust, flies, spiders or whatever else you have floating around your shed from getting set in resin too. Then the reveal. I like the look of the floating green stuff, that was good, but then in being super picky with it I managed to scratch and dull the surface of the resin and mark it a little. You might see that later on. The resin also travelled up the layout a little, darkening the scatter, but I'm not really offended by this and I quite like the look. You can see it there. I added 3 lights to the layout, a park lamp and one for the tunnel walkway. And then a strip of LED lights to light the tunnel. With the visibility in the tunnel now being good, I wanted to add some dank, dark green stuff, so I did. Much better than a bare black wall, I reckon. And then the final finishing went in. Bendy fencing added, this is ratio fencing. I added some individual fibre strands as flowers to the park area, tweezers at the ready. And while I was busy planting flowers, I added some yellow ones to the Underwood walk. When I was adding the scenic scatter and the bedding in kind of material, I noticed it getting on the track, and I quite liked that look, so I did a little bit on purpose and glued it in. Well, that was quite a relief. I did leave the lifting string on, as I still did have the back scene to paint and the wiring to finalise, but it was looking good in its contained container. Mind, it did need more than a little bit of persuasion to get back out of the box. But it did. Now we're going to stop there, but there is a final showcase video with trains running, people in place and lights working fully. So watch out for that. Thanks for watching, and please click like and subscribe to the channel.